and put it into a container. You just take like a shot a day, like 4 ounces, maybe less. It bolsters your immune system, especially this time of year when the weather is cold and then it's not, and then it's frigid and then it's not. So if you simply take a bit every day, it also helps with the probiotics and things in your digestive system. So I've taken it before, and if you feel like a cold or the flu symptoms coming on, you can kind of bump your intake. The flavor is, as you would expect, a little bold. And it really depends on what you put in it. Last time I did put garlic in it, and that was the strongest flavor. When I combined it with water, trying to mellow it out a little bit, but still get all the benefit, it tasted like garlic juice. So that wasn't so cool. Anyhow, this time I didn't put any garlic in, but I did put a lot of fruits and quite a bit of heat and some spices. So basically, and I wrote on it the date that I started the process so that I could look on my calendar. Tomorrow technically is 6 weeks, but I'm doing it a day early. So you take all these things that, like every few days or so, or every week, you go by and you make sure that it's not fermenting too much and it's not gonna blow your top off. It needs to breathe. So if it will not in a mason jar, then you need to let it breathe. You need to burp it. Just take the jar or the lid off for a second and let it breathe. Before I decant it, I will shake it all up, because I did put some powdered spices in it, the turmeric and the cayenne. I've been doing this shake about every week just to combine all of the ingredients. And once I've done that, I'm gonna pan the camera down just a wee so you can see how I finish it up. Okay, I've already run 1 jar through. As you can see, my strainer is now quite yellow-orange. This is, it's called a jelly strainer. I found it at the local hardware store in their canning section. It was like $5, and it is the perfect tool to use for decanting fire cider. In an effort to hold all the fruits and vegetables and spices below the surface of the vinegar, I have these little lids that came with some Rubbermaid containers that I have, and they fit perfectly in this wide mouth jar. And they slide right under the edge, and they hold all of the solids in the liquid. So I need to pull that out. I'll put those in the wash. Even though I didn't use that lid flat, it hasn't been sealed in a canning process. It has had this citric acid and stuff on it for 6 weeks, so I'm not going to try and reuse it again. I could wash it and reuse it for this purpose, but I would never can with it. All right, are you ready for the mess? Here we go. Basically, you want to strain this. You know, you can squeeze the bag when you're done, and I will, to get a little more pulpy fire cider, but truly, you really only need the liquid. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna smell good tonight. Basically, it's not gonna do it very well now because I'm on camera, but you decant all your fruit into this basket. And the last jar I emptied into the basket. It's a half-gallon jar. It filled the basket. It was heaped. And I let it sit. This one I got a few pieces of fruit out, but I probably should have washed the bag between jars. I'll let it sit for a half hour until it sounds like all the liquid has drained through on its own. And then I will put on my vinyl gloves because I don't want my hands to smell like this for the next week. and I'll squeeze it and get just as much liquid as I safely can out of these fruits and vegetables. If I were actively composting in the summertime, I would then take the fruits and veggies and throw them in my composter. But this time of year, and because some of the stuff in here is not real good for Bubba's worm farm, I'm going to throw it in the trash because I don't have any animals outside to feed it to. Anyway, after I get it all drained out, I'm going to put it in this jug in the fridge. I'm going to keep it refrigerated even though I probably don't have to. It might even be a little more palatable when it's cold. So anyhow, this is just a double chin video. This is just a quick little Wendy's Way bonus video telling you about fire cider. And it's very good for you, even though it tastes awful. My husband hates it. He won't drink it with me. But we appreciate your time. We hope that if you got any inspiration, information, or comedy out of this video, that you would please share it with your friends on all of your social media accounts. And would you please subscribe to our channel? Doesn't cost you a dime, but it certainly helps us out. And like our videos if you would. We hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful day and the rest of your week. May God bless you now and always. Amen.